is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I have something huge for you guys. It's going to be a super awesome video today. You do not want to miss it. In the last video, we did paint the chopper. There's a frame right there. Handlebars are hanging right there. It turned out really good. I figured that we were having some problems with the chain length and this rear sprocket. I'm not saying it's bad quality, I'm just saying it was really hard for me to align this like true. So like when the wheel is spinning, the straightness of that sprocket is very important. Or your chain, you don't really want wobble in your chain. So I figured I need to eliminate that, and with the centrifugal clutch wasn't working as good. So we got some new parts, man. Look how nice that looks. This is a 48 tooth. I realize I would recommend a bigger one, honestly. That one is a 44 tooth, but the more you go up, the more expensive these get, and I was already paying a lot for this. And I actually got an adapter for the OCC. This is 1 inch. A lot of places don't sell these, like on eBay or nothing. You have to go into Bikeberry, and this is custom machined. So this is a 48 tooth sprocket with the adapter, so the sprocket will align straight as possible. That's the goal. We got a new throttle with a kill switch. You guys seen that in the last video. That's the gas tank. Another issue I was having with the bike was the engine mounts that I was using. So I watched a video, and this other guy who was using the 79cc was using 2.5 inch exhaust clamps. So that's what I got. I do realize that there's the mounting bracket, that this needs to, I will have to drill this hole just a slightly bigger so this can go through. Old, and I just picked up this torque converter. Now this is where it's gonna get a little iffy, so I'm not exactly sure. Online, this is a 212cc torque converter for a Predator or other engines like that. This mounting plate actually does mount up to this surface right here with the bolts. The problem is this is a 3/4 inch bore. This is a 5/8, so I bought this sleeve and it works great. I'm gonna have to trim it, and this will mount up to this perfectly fine. Now as far as the horsepower rating, I know this is made for a 212, but I think I looked on the site and it said anywhere from 3 horsepower or 2 horsepower to like 8 max you can use it. So I mean, it was like $65, so not out huge if it doesn't work, but we're gonna get all that situated today. We have a very big video today. Got a lot to do. Trying to think of what else. We do have a chain tensioner. We're gonna have to shorten that chain. Alright guys, like I said, you don't want to miss today's video. The goal is to try to get this thing at least mounted onto the bike and start it up to see how it like runs or whatever, but we got a lot of work to do, so stay tuned. Next we will be removing this old sprocket and installing this 48 tooth with the 1 inch adapter. Let's go ahead and do that. Sprocket is on, and man, it only took about probably 10 minutes, so super easy. You don't have to worry about wobble in your sprocket because you know, they machine that perfectly. So what I'm thinking is the next step, I don't want to install the torque converter on the bench yet. I want to install it while it's on the frame, because that's going to add some weight to it, and me having to pick this up and try to get these engine mounts in place and everything. I feel like it would be a lot easier if the engine was like light like this. So the next step is we're going to go ahead and throw these tires on, handlebars, everything, get the frame nice and ready to go. And hopefully in this video we can figure out everything and maybe go for a ride. So okay, time to put in the engine. We're going to experiment with these 2.5 inch exhaust clamps. Not sure exactly how it's going to work, but I'm going to try to use the original mounting spots, and we're going to fit one in right now because this one's blocked by the stand, and see how it is, because we may have to like move the engine this way or that way to achieve the perfect chain alignment. Here goes nothing. Okay guys, this is where I'm currently at. We got the tires on, engine mounted. Ended up not using these 2.5 inch exhaust clamps because I was having a difficult time figuring out how to mount them. It just wasn't working, but I'm honestly not too worried about these that I made. I mean, this engine is very, very sturdy, so it doesn't even shake at all. Got the rear sprocket on. I had to take the exhaust off to get the engine on, but we do have a new exhaust. I think the next step is to put the torque converter on before the gas tank and the new throttle that I have, and then of course we still got the chain and to run the brakes. So okay guys, so now the fun part is installing this 212cc torque converter, but obviously this is a 79cc. You know, we're gonna give it a try, and most of you guys run into the problem where this shaft is 5/8 inch, when this kit, a lot of the kits that are more cheaper, now they do make a torque converter for the 79cc, but it's like over $100. It's like $150, something like that, when this one's $60. So I figured I'd try my luck. This is a 5/8 to 3/4 adapter you can get on Amazon for $10. You're gonna want to slide that on there and match it with the keyway, okay? And then, but we could do that after we mount our thing. Snug these bolts in, one at a time. Once you have these 4 bolts nice and tight, you're gonna start with this washer. Throw that on in there. They provide a spacer. Just spaces this out so that your pulleys align. Next is going to be this back piece, and this is where it gets keyed, so we will probably actually slide all these off and slide this. Slide this piece on now, like so. Slide your spacer. Now this piece is keyed. Okay. This copper piece goes over here, so it does not wear your belt out. Take your belt. One side is flat on the edges. One side is like sort of slanted. Take the slanted side and face it towards the engine. There we go. Now your belt is on. Next is going to be this piece, and it comes with this thing that holds it, that's also keyed. Last but not least, this piece goes right on the outside, and then we got our last keyed piece. This is gonna lock it all in. I've already torqued this bolt right here to 30 foot-pounds. I watched a video on that, and that's what was suggested. So one other thing you want to make sure of, which I'm going to take this assembly off, I just wanted to show you guys how to do it, is you want to make sure that this pulley is aligned with this, which mine is not right now. So I'm going to have to find an extra spacer to pull this out more so this belt is aligned good and it doesn't just shred through all the belts. So we're going to get this buttoned up and then we'll get right back to you. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video right here. We got a whole bunch done today. Got the rear sprocket on, basically put the bike back together. I do have a cover for this. It is over here that I'm going to have to cut a spot for the chain, but we definitely want a cover for that just in case that belt snaps. In the next video, we're going to be putting on, should take us long, throttle, exhaust. I need a way to mount this because those are not long enough to reach the bottom. So yeah, we just got a couple more things to do. Next video, we will definitely be riding this thing. I wanted to do it this video, but we had a little bit too much to do today. As this took me a while just to put it back together, and I had to figure out the mounting issues. So next video, we will be getting everything squared away, and hopefully this beast will be able to ride. It's looking great, honestly. So, alright, if you stayed this long in the video, I really appreciate you watching. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Stay motivated. I'll see you guys next time.